was super anxious. I thought I just called it stress because it was embarrassing in my culture. Like in South Asian culture, you don't say mental health buzzwords like depression, anxiety. You
Mm,
say I'm stressed, I'm
yeah.
busy, I'm this, I'm down, I'm in a funk or whatever. You
Yeah.
use all these words because not accepted. What I realized is I was really low. I mean, I was in a place where I was thinking, what should I do? I don't know what to do. Like, so I think that anyone that has gone through that had to learn themselves that there may be an alternative way. Let's see sleep and sunlight. And I wish I knew then
Yeah.
that these dietary changes were so systematic that you could do to just change it fast, because I did all the wrong things. I tried all the different solutions online because I didn't know where to turn. I mean, the doctors, my own colleagues were like, you're fine, you're busy, you're a mom, you're a doctor, you're getting
Hmm.
older. It's all that. And I was like, but I don't want to feel like this every day.
Right. Right.
And so I had to learn the hard way. And I think most people who come to this space learn it the hard way. But then now I'm saying, hey, but we have these kids now that are growing up in this very toxic environment, and we have to teach them. We have to save them
Yeah.
from this fate that they're kind of going towards,
Yeah, inevitably, and this is how it's unfolding.
right?
And just to think, one thing that really stuck with me is the reduction in just the diversity and strength of the microbiome as the successive generations keep going.
I
It's like, what are
know,
my grandkids' stomach going to look
transgenerational.
like? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big. It's like we talk about generational trauma. That's in itself a direct trauma to the
it is.
gut, to the health, to the physical body, over and over. So. These are the take homes. Ultra processed, get off of it.
Yeah,
Look at the back of the label. If you can't make it in your kitchen, don't do it.
right.
We know the prebiotic, the fermented foods, we know
Yes.
those, but really the polyphenols is a
Yes.
big one. And then I'm missing one more. What did you say before the polyphenols?
Well, omega-3 fatty
Okay,
foods.
those omega
So
3.
omega-3s are special, not just because of their anti-inflammatory potential, but because they have the potential to nourish the gut bacteria, and also to help our hunger hormones. So we choose the right foods. So hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin and neuropeptide Y and CCK, especially CCK cholecystokinin, is our satiety hormone that's very sensitive to
Mm,
omega-3s. And so we can feed our gut bacteria, grow it, and also help our hunger and our cognition, as we know, through omega-3s.
mm.
And then the other thing I would say is amino acid rich foods. So, do you know this theory of the protein theory? It's basically, I forgot, it's called, basically, what it is that you will eat until you get a certain amount of protein,
Mm,
amino acids in your stomach and your intestines, and that's a signal to your brain to release more leptin.
mm,
And what people have been hypothesizing is that in natural foods, even plant foods, animal foods, dairy foods, it's amino acid rich. And these amino acids tell the brain when to stop eating. In ultra processed fiberless snacks, there's no protein. And so what they're thinking is that the appetite centers don't know that you've eaten that much. They just keep thinking you need to eat more to get up to that protein
wow.
threshold. And so amino acid rich foods, like I didn't believe in that. I ate a very low protein diet all growing up because I grew up vegetarian, and in my home we would eat beans and lentils, but it would be a small amount. And as I was a kid, I didn't even want that stuff, right? And my parents moved to America, and we adopted a very Americanized diet because they were busy and they were working two jobs,
Yeah.
and there wasn't a lot of money, right? So instead of cooking these homemade meals, we were having a lot of processed foods. And when I learned about the amino acids and this protein threshold theory, I guess it's called, I realized, oh, I need to switch how I eat and eat more real foods with amino acids so that you feel fuller, and it helps your gut bacteria,
Mm,
because a lot of our neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, they have amino acids as their precursors.
mm,
And so I realized, oh, no wonder you get a dopamine boost when you're eating a high protein breakfast, right? Like So when as you change that, you'll notice a change in your mood and your motivation. And I've definitely noticed that. And as for me personally, and I'll tell all the women out there listening, that as you get older, you're losing 3% of your muscle mass every year. And so if you're not counteracting that with weight training and increasing your protein intake, you're deteriorating by the year.